What's up, survivors? My name is Cap the Everyday Gamer, and welcome back to another 7 Days to Die tutorial. Now in this one I'm going to teach you how to build your first actual structure of your own. Now you've been able to find houses, and I've taught you how to make some tools and weapons and food and a forge and all that. But if you're really wanting to be able to start building your own house, I want to show you how to build a very beginner house. It's going to be the lowest level of security, but it's the easiest to obtain. Now once again, this is all done in Alpha 10.4, so if something changes later on, it doesn't work and you're watching this, just know that they could have updated it when Alpha 11 came out or even further down. And if you enjoy the video, be sure to hit a like and leave me a comment if you have any questions. Alright, so first off, what you're going to need is a ton of wood. So you're going to basically have to do some low-level deforestation. Just go through and clear out as many trees as you possibly can so that you get a ton of wood logs. These are where you're going to actually get. Now from here you're going to need to convert them into wood planks, so you just put them into your crafting table and it gives you as many as you absolutely need. Now it's going to take some time to do this, so we'll fast travel this real quick. Alrighty then, now we have a plethora of wooden planks here, and these are what you're going to use to build basic frames with. Now to get these, you basically just create a small window frame like this, and this will give you one actual wooden frame. Or you can do a search up here if you can't remember how to do that. It's just called a wood frame. And you can click it, and if you've already made it and it's green, you can just keep clicking it or shift click it and it'll fill up with all that you can possibly make. So let's get a quick 108 of these real quick going on. And there we have it. Now we have our wooden frames. Go ahead and drop them down in your tool belt here, and you're going to use these to start construction. Now if you don't want to actually make a floor of your house, you don't have to. You can use the ground if you want to, but making sure you find an absolutely flat ground makes it a whole lot easier to do. I'm going to actually build a floor just because it makes it a little easier to have it raised up. But it's completely up to you. And once you place the wood frames, before you upgrade them, you can pick them back up. So if you put one on the wrong spot, you're like, oh, I didn't mean to, you can just pick it back up again. But from here, basically just go through, and if there's stones and stuff, you won't be able to place it until you pick up the stones, but you can place it over grass and weeds and stuff like that. So just make you add a little flooring. Okay, now that you got your basic flooring done here, what you can use is you can use your stone axe that you made, or if you happen to find a repair tool, a claw hammer, or a nail gun, you can use that. But for starting off, chances are you probably haven't found one. You can just use a stone axe here. Now, as long as you have wood planks in your inventory, you can upgrade these frames a little bit at a time here just by right-clicking it. It takes 4 clicks to upgrade it to its first state, and then if you have some more, 4 more clicks and upgrades it to its next state. Now that's as far as you can go with basic wood here, but you do this all the way around, and you can see how it's going to take a whole lot of wood to do this here. So this is one of those time-consuming things you do when you're not detected. Make sure you're not going to get jumped, or not going to do this during the nighttime when people are going to raid in, because zombies will destroy this pretty quickly if you let them. So I'm going to fast forward and do this. I'm going to get a couple walls up and stuff and show you what it looks like when it's done here. Alrighty then, now we have a very basic, tiny, small, ugly little house. Of course, if you're going to do this yourself, you probably want to make a house that's big enough to actually use, but since I'm using this for demonstration purposes, I just made like a little 3x3 by 3 house. Got a roof over the top, window out the back so I can see, and a place for a door. Doors are really easy to make for just a basic, solid wooden door. Oops. These two go up here, like this. And you got a secure wooden door. Now this can be upgraded just like the regular wooden frames can, so I'll show you how this works out here. Put it down here in your tool belt. Now while you have it highlighted here, while you can see it's still green, if you left click, you can rotate it so you can put it down at different angles. Now you can put it at diagonals if you want to, up, down, top, bottom. But so if you want it to be like on the inside of your wall, you can. I always like to rotate it and put it on the outside of it, just so it looks a little bit more flush with the house. So when you close it, it's flush with the rest of the house here. Now, I didn't finish upgrading the rest of the house because I just want to be able to show you what this looks like here. And I want to make sure I'm not going to be detected. But the next level upgrade you can do, get inside and show you. As long as you have some scrap iron in here, you can continue to upgrade with your repair tool or your stone axe or whatever you have here. Now to get scrap iron, you can either find it as is, you can put in empty cans, which for every 2 gives you 1 piece of scrap iron, so you get 16 for that many, or pieces of even guns. You can put them there, guns and tools and things like that. You put them in there and they'll give you some scrap iron. And you upgrade it the same way here. As long as you have the scrap iron, once it's fully upgraded from wood, you just right click it, and now it's iron reinforced. This is a tiny bit stronger. From this will definitely help keep the zombies out. And you can upgrade your door the same way. The first one goes a little bit more secure wooden door, upgrade it, and now it's a metal reinforced door. And that's as most as you can get there without having some additional tools on there. Now, next I want to show you how to kind of fortify it. One of the next things you can do, as long as you still have some wood log, is you can make some wooden spikes here. Here, let me do it this way. You can make wood spikes like this. If you want to make basic wood spikes, you need to have sticks out of these, but these aren't very secure and they don't really help out much. If you can actually make wood log spikes, they actually will do a whole lot more here. So you just put them in the shape of a 3 or 4 point like this, and make each little setting here gives you 4 wood log spikes, and these can also be upgraded, but I'll show you what these look like. These can hurt you too, so you got to be careful when you're putting them out here. You don't want to put them someplace you're going to be walking, but you put them like right next to your house, making sure that it highlights in the right spot. And there you have some wood spikes. Now if the zombies walk into this, of course it's going to hurt them. These you can upgrade the same way to 1 level up with wood like this. And if you still have some scrap iron, you can upgrade them 1 more time like this, and it makes them just a little bit better. Now the zombies can walk in and up and around this sort of thing here. And now there's 2 things I want to tell you real quick about the house before we go. The more doors you have, the more zombies are going to be attracted to it. By the coding of the game, at least in this version, zombies are attracted to doors. So if you put a door on every side, you're going to attract a whole lot more than if you have just one. And, I'm hunted now, so bad things are going to happen for me, I bet. And lastly, when you're going to make a ceiling over here with wooden frames and shingles and stuff like this, you can only go out so far from the sides before you start having them cave in. It's just the way gravity works and the SI in the game. And the further out you go, the more likely chance you have of it caving in. Let me get rid of this guy real quick. Okay, we're good to go. So, I think, and don't quote me on this specifically, but I think with wood frames you can go out, let's just see, I'll show you here. See, from the side without having any kind of supports. Let me see, 4, 5, 6, 7. At 7, see, then the whole thing collapses. So you can go out 6 before you need to have it attached to something else or have a column underneath it. So keep that in mind when you're building your giant roofs. If you have any questions, definitely leave them in the comments below, and I'll happily answer them for you. Hopefully this will help you get your first little structure nice and secure and keep you surviving through the night. Thank you guys for all the support. You guys have a good one, and I will catch you later.